Hey guys, welcome back to the Mike Botro's DIY channel, where I teach you everything I know about DIY for your home, garden, and auto if you're into that. Today I'm out here in the lawn. Today's actually July 10th, so I'm really late on getting this video out. This is part 2 of the summer prep video, so I'm actually gonna rewind and show you how I got to this point so far, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm putting down today at the end. So let's go back a month and see what I put down. This soil is a lot of clay still. Today I'm back here in the lawn and I'm going to be putting down my fertilizer for Memorial Day weekend. So in the last video I talked about some liquids that I sprayed down on the lawn to help with the moisture retention and stuff, and I wanted to give you, just to show you, in the last video I recorded it in the evening, and I have a big tree over here that kind of shades the lawn in the evenings, like after 6 o'clock, but all day there's no shade on the lawn. Just in case you thought maybe the shade was helping with the stress and stuff, it wasn't. It gets sun all day long, so it was clearly the effects of the stuff that I sprayed in the last video. Today, I'm going to be talking about my fertilizer plan for the summer. And before we get into that, I want to tell you, oh no, not again. Now, before we get into that, I want to tell you what I've already applied to the lawn. This is going to be the third application of the year. So the first application, you saw me put that down at the end of March. It was the Scott's starter fertilizer with the weed preventer. And that was a high nitrogen, high phosphorus, and a little bit of potassium in it. So high N, high P, and low K. So my soil test for the year showed that I was low in, So my soil test for the year showed that I'm low across the board: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The first application addressed the nitrogen and the phosphorus, but not really the potassium. So my second application, I decided, instead of what I was planning to put down in April, which was starter fertilizer, the Yard Mastery starter fertilizer, I ended up putting down an application of both Double Dark and the Stress Blend. Now I'll tell you why. If you combine the two of them, they put down just about the same amount of nitrogen as Flagship. So that's about 3/4 pound per 1,000, and about 0.6 pounds of potassium per 1,000. So that helped me to bump up my nitrogen more and my potassium a little bit. I'm not done putting down potassium for the year, but today I'm starting off the summer with, can you guess? Have you guessed it yet? Starter fertilizer. Now, why did I select the starter fertilizer to put down today? Well, I didn't really go in order of my plan, but I wasn't planning to really put anything else down until mid-June or July. But I saw something interesting. When I was recording the video about the Yard Mastery fertilizers and the giveaway, this bag, which was already cut open, spilled. Oh, whoops. And let me show you the spot where it spilled. You see that? So it killed the grass right here. It's kind of like, you know, a dog peeing, but all around it is very soft, very blue, dark green. So this spot where I spilled the starter fertilizer is also still growing a lot faster. I don't know if there's a concentration of iron there now that's making it so dark green, blue color, the nice deep green color for the grass, but I don't really want to push my grass growing too much because there's still some rain coming up ahead, and I don't want to be mowing wet grass anymore. Mowing twice a week is getting a bit tedious. It's starting to get real hot, so I don't want to keep pushing a lot of up top growth, but I want to also help to push some root growth too. So I'm going to be putting down about 1/3 of a pound of all three, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium today. So the first application was the Scott starter end of March. The second application was the double dark and stress blend end of April. And here we are at the end of May. I'm putting down the stress blend today. So check this out. I finally got a scale, a hanging scale. So let me just show you how to use this if you've never seen one before. You just hang a bucket from it and it sets the weight. You just hit tear, resets it to 0. So now whatever I fill this up with, I'll get a weight of this without the weight of the bucket in it. So the bag of the starter fertilizer and all of the Yard Mastery fertilizers, they're all 45-pound bags, and they're meant for covering 15,000 square feet. My lawn's 7,500 square feet, so I'm going to be using exactly half the bag or very close to it. So I need to weigh out half of 45 pounds, which is 22.5 pounds. So that's why I'm using the scale today. So it actually turned off while I was waiting, but it weighed 16.16 pounds. And if I take out 0.8 of that, we're talking about, so 15.25 pounds. I gotta remember that one. So let's do some math. What's 22.5 minus 15.25? 7.25? So I need 7.25 more pounds. So I'm 7.5, so there's about 1/4 pound extra in here. Not a big deal. We'll go with it. I don't know if I already mentioned earlier in the video, but we do have rain coming up ahead tonight. It's gonna rain through like late tonight through tomorrow, so I really wanted to get it down today. The fertilizer is down now, and that's really gonna help to just pull it through all the way to the beginning of the summer and add a little bit of all the nutrients that I'm lacking. So that's my plan. Welcome back to July 10th. And as you see, the starter fertilizer did get me through to the beginning of summer, and it's still pretty green. I do have a little browning issues in my clay area, but that's something else to take care of with the liquid aerators. So my original plan for the summer was to put down the stress blend in July, but we're already here and it's been a really rainy June. Some weeks were really hot, some weeks were somewhat cool, but I don't see the rain giving up anytime soon, maybe in a few weeks. But tomorrow is supposed to be a really rainy day too. So I'm just gonna save the stress blend for next month, and today I'm just gonna throw down the double dark and we're gonna push it all the way till August with double dark. Boom!